right hand of one Mamadou Kante with a machete on Monday in Farato, Medina Nemasu, in a hamlet situated between the Combo Central villages of Farato and Bafaloto. The Alcalo was charged with a single count of assault causing grievous bodily harm. The state says Toure has a case to answer in Koro Sise's death. The state has told the High Court in Banjul that Yankuba Toure, former APRC cabinet minister, has a case to answer over the death of Usman Koro Sise. Counsel Yusuf made this submission yesterday in his response to the defense submission that Mr. Toure has no case to answer and should be allowed to walk away as a free man. Counsel Yusuf's submission, which was punctuated with citations of a plethora of case laws and authorities, argued that the charge against Yankuba Toure is murder. He referred the court to the testimony of witness Alhaji Kani, an eyewitness to the killing. He said the prosecution led reliable evidence and that cross-examination of the witnesses has not in any way discredited but rather fortified the evidence of the prosecution. That's it from the Standard newspaper. Let's take a look at some of the headlines on Point. The Point newspaper is reporting that a man has been arrested and he was suspected with holding a human skull and some other skeletons. And of course, Lands Ministry compensates Sukuta with 324 plots of land, says the permanent secretary. Man arrested with suspected human skull. Operatives of the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the Gambia D-League, have arrested one Alhaji Bello, a native of Farafenye, with what is suspected to be a human skull, together with some skeletons and some bundles of suspected cannabis. The Point has been informed. The suspect, commonly known as Alhaji Tamba, was arrested last Friday, May 29th, by narcotic officers. He has now been granted bail as investigations into the matter continues. In Gambia, to engage the U.S. to investigate death of Mamadou Lamin Sise, the Ministry of Finance has asked the Gambian Embassy in Washington, D.C. to engage the relevant U.S. authorities, including the State Department, to seek transparent, credible, and objective investigation into the The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has asked the Gambia Embassy in Washington, D.C. to engage the relevant authorities, including the State Department, to seek transparent, credible, and objective investigations into the murder of Mamadou Lamin Sise. Consequently, the Honorary Consul in Georgia and the Gambian Embassy in Washington, D.C. are on the ground to support the family of the deceased and also to work with the U.S. authorities in establishing circumstances surrounding the death of Mr. Sise. And finally, on the Point newspaper, Lands Ministry compensates Sukuta with 324 plots of land. Buba Sanyang, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Lands and Regional Governments, has informed the media that 324 plots of land have been given as compensation to the community of Sukuta after their lands at Salaji layout were confiscated by government. P.S. Sanyang made these remarks at a press briefing at the Ministry's office complex in Banjul on Tuesday. He said that his ministry was ready to work with the communities by giving them their rights if violated by the government on land issues across the country. That's it for the newspapers. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Remittance is one of the major means through which most Gambians' households survive. Most Gambians in the diaspora are currently not working due to the coronavirus pandemic, and this has affected the living conditions of many back home. Fatu Kamara Jr. tells us more.
According to the Integrated Household Survey, a government study released in 2017, more than 122,300 households in the Gambia directly benefit from remittance. A released research document by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, June 2017, shows that Gambian migrants contribute 22% of the country's GDP in 2016. The report also ranked Gambia as the second highest recipient of remittance in Africa. However, most Gambians in the diaspora today are not working due to the coronavirus, and this did affect most households.
Okay, lu ma si mën a wax mooy affect nañu bu baax a baax really because suñ relatives yu nekk abroad nga xam ne ñooñu daan supporting here di ñu daan yónnee xaalis and so forth mënatuñ ko def because ñoom seen boppa nekkuñ di liggéey so affect nañu laal na I can say laal na most suñ laalut ñëpp sax but laal na almost everybody in this country, yeah. But we also understand it's because of the pandemic outbreak, so ñun tamit understand nañ leen comme xam nañ ne nekkuñ di liggéey time bi moo tax mënuñoo support financially like they used to, so yeah, we're just saying yal na ko fi yàlla génnee gaaw daal. Okay, lu ma am pour wax leen mooy like we should really understand them. It is up to us pour ñu understand leen because dañ daan mënatuñ. It's not like dañ bañ or dañ refuse also, no, it's because mënatuñ. There's a reason lu nekk am na lu ko waral. There's a reason lu tax gars yi mënatuñ ñu support like they used to, so what I'm saying is ñun ñoo leen war a understand. In fact ñun ñoo leen war a support right now like emotionally, comme waruñ leen a put pressure because dañoo foog ne comme suñu leen pressure dafa xala difficult with them. So what I'm saying is ñun ñoo war a am understanding xam ne comme yàgga dina jeex and they'll be back like they used to.
Now that COVID-19 is here, we don't have especially this past Ramadan, you know, every Ramadan our dad or brother used to send us some cash so that we can use for the Ramadan or the Eid. But this year there is nothing they send for us because of this COVID-19, because they are not going to work.
Aja Binta Jame has a son in the diaspora and she talks about the impact of COVID-19 in her home and Gambia at large.
I enter button in back. Kantu lungo men sunkarolo rawolin ndinke ke ba bant. Ni members wo kono jambe wala bulo kono ja wolun na ubant. Wol nekata sunkarola tilfolot arjumalungo. Wolun na ubanta wolun nekata wala baadawot. Yo wayatare tul fanan be mutare ibe sirin dulakile. Fembuka soto ku fembuka na. Ayente batandi bakele ayem batandi bak. Sai nimbe jang obe firo la marseto. Sai marseto firi buka keji. Nimfano ko to somanda e ko eta fa talamfula. O talamfula ni tata tumando bat hani kiliyane kilinya bukaji. Ayen tora bakal ala yalon kila be sele yarengal dimbaya be mbulo kono ha ayem batandi bakal nyum corona ente batandi bakal ayen tora ha mbet
Gambia man sakunda e manul sanne ani fengol ka distribute mo la ko da futata al maja
ndol da man futa mai safaro ka janne ko ko ngata sabiji e safaro ka jang en nakaytol sama sabiji hani bi man kumandirke man fen soto jam man tulu soto mamani soto man sukur soto ayem batandi bakal ala yalon.
Compared to other sub-Saharan countries, remittance to Gambia is small in absolute terms. However, when expressed as a percentage of GDP, it is among the highest in Africa. Fatou Kamara reporting for the Fatou Network News Review. According to the integrated...
Welcome back. Major players in the restaurant and nightlife business has petitioned the Gambia Tourism Board over formation of a stakeholder group called the Restaurant, Bar and Nightclub Association of the Gambia. The said association is said to only comprise of non-Gambians. Let's take a look. And welcome to the Fatou Network. Following the formation of a stakeholder group called the Restaurant, Bar and Nightclub Association of the Gambia, which seem to have sidelined some of the major players in the hospitality and entertainment industry. Some of those players today are petitioning the Gambia Tourism Board, asking them to ignore the plight of this association, which seems to be sidelining some of them as major players. And today we sit down with a well-known name in the hospitality and tourism industry, Mr. Hattie Jane. Welcome to the Fatu Network, Mr. Jane.
Thank you. Welcome.
Why is it important for you as a stakeholder to sign this petition asking for the Gambia Tourism Board to ignore the plight of this so-called association?
Well, let me just explain this to you. For me, I didn't even know about this thing. There's some concerned Gambians that are in the, hospitality business that came and see me. And, they had that, sorry to say it like this, a group of people consists of, Lebanese and foreigners, Europeans, they're forming an association to, and they don't notify all the Gambians that are players in the field. So I was concerned. Then I made my research. I contacted few people, Lamin, because they told me there's only one Gambian ko xamne mom mo fa nek moy Lamin Chosan. So then I called Lamin. Lamin nema yes, it's true. They contacted him, but mom sax mom yeguton yefi. Dañ ko oo rek ne mu dem ci meeting bi. Then bu mu demee, he only saw Tubab ak Lebanese yu fa nek.
Basically, they are non-Gambians.
They're non-Gambians. Well, some of them, sir, I can say that they're Lebanese Gambian. But if you're Lebanese Gambian, you also def something like this. I think ñëpp ñoo ci wara gis bopam. You should include everybody, call a general meeting, let everybody come, we discuss it, and then we go for election. You cannot just come and then form your executive board, and then, this is what, anyway, they came and see me. So then that's why I said, hey, you know what, let me contact everybody, contact them. And as you can see, the numbers is around.
It's a very, very lengthy list.
Yeah,
so it means that almost half of the players in this industry were sidelined from this association. What has been the response of the Gambia Tourism Board so far? The petition hasn't reached them yet.
Well, so far we didn't hear anything from them. Drobal nañ petition, including the other people, Hotel Association, Finance, all this. But so far, they can't win there. But yesterday, I must say that Lamin, because they had a meeting, the association, according to Lamin. We went and see them. And they, according to Lamin, ñoom léegi regret nañ ne dañ make mistake. They should have made it more inclusive. Everybody and all these things, and they don't want people to take it as, their concern was, they're worried that it could be seen as a Lebanese Tubab thing. But obviously, for them to even think, that means that they know that's what it was. You cannot have an association like this, represent all bar, nightclub, restaurant in the Gambia, and then you only have Lebanese and Tubab, and one Gambian. Sorry, now they say two, but what position do they have in, and how did they come about electing these people? This is my problem. And if you can see, Malak Lamin, what ban Lane Momona dañ ko def as spokesman, and the other guy as a translator for the local language. For me, lolu yabaate la.
What kind of positions are you expecting the players who are obviously Gambians, to hold in such kind of associations? No,
man, luma wax guy buma concerned Gambians, ñom gisi. And I feel they feel man with the investments that I didn't even know this, this is what's going on. We want you to help us, use your contacts to make sure GT board and all these people don't recommend this.
About
yes, exactly.
And now,
what I'm saying is very simple. How this thing is, you call all the stakeholders. That's how you do a general meeting. If not, you can do a WhatsApp group. Everybody explain to them. The initiative is good. It's good that hotel, bar, and restaurant, nightclub come together as one. No doubt about that. But ñëpp ñoo ci wara gis seen boppa. Majority of the people are Gambians. So how can you just come? I can never go to land, open a small restaurant, and become the chairman of the restaurant bar in a million years.
That's right.
So what makes it different in Gambia? You cannot do that without, we go whoever want to be the chairman, suñ amee ñu bëgg a taxaw ñu def election. You know,
there should be all inclusiveness. Like let all the players come together, and then everyone can decide who should be this and who should be that,
exactly.
rather than them sidelining. I mean, the players who are obviously Gambian and then having their own thing. So that's the whole point of this.
This is the problem. Man, I mean, and what makes me angry, they have apparently they have a constitution. They already have a chairman, a vice chairman, treasurer. The secretary.
It sounds like a well-established association already.
That means the look guy don't work on for a long time. So how come? And I mean, mention to them, for me, I'm not hard to find. Everybody knows if you to get my number, it's not hard. So why you didn't call me? Why you didn't call Harriet Nubian, as it stands for Wow nightclub? These are all major players in the game. We've been, you know, operating for what, 20 years? You know?
For over decades.
Yeah.
And right now, it's safe to say that the tourism and hospitality industry has been brought almost to a standstill as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. How has this affected a business?
Yes, of course. As you know, man, I'm not only in the nightclub and restaurant business, I'm a hotelier as well. I have 3 hotels. So definitely, as we speak now, all my hotels are closed, you know, apart from Bamboo, which, you know, sometimes the Minister of Health, they use them, use the hotel for the quarantine people. Yes, exactly. But definitely it's hard for all of us, you know. It's very, very, very hard, you know, to maintain some of the employees, you know, you have to pay some of the employees. It's very hard. It's very, very, very hard. We hope that as we speak, you know, for me, all my business is like...
Everything is at a standstill right now.
Yeah.
And of course, we've had the tourism minister before say that he is working on providing a relief package for, I mean, entrepreneurs or stakeholders in the tourism and hospitality industry. Mm-hmm. How is that going on so far? Have you heard anything?
Well, so far, nothing. So far, definitely, I know I spoke to Fatima, for the chairman of the hotel association, and last time she told me that try pull minister so that they can, you know, but still now I don't think anybody have anything. No,
so
nothing.
Basically there is nothing coming out from that statement yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, thank you very much.
We are all waiting.
We are all waiting. Thank you very much, Mr. Jani, for granting us this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello and welcome
TAF Africa Global is proud to launch the Moria Gardens, conveniently located in Bruford, 5 minutes off the Bruford Highway. Moria Gardens is set to comprise of 20 fenced and gated service plots with sizes ranging from 264 to 420 meters square. Unique features include water and electricity infrastructure, solar street lights, all-weather roads and scenic gardens. We offer a 10-year mortgage plan with a 25% equity down payment in partnership with GT Bank, Trust Bank and EcoBank. For more information, please contact 376-2333 or 776-2333 or visit our offices at Madiba Mall at TAF Bruford Gardens, opposite 5-Star Hotel.
Welcome back. Meanwhile, the managing director of the Gambia Transport Services clarified as allegations of a fare increment amongst others emerged. Jaka Sise tells us more.
The Gambia Transport Service Company is the country's largest transportation service, operating in various parts of the country and neighboring country Senegal. The company is not an exception to the new transport policy, which was put in place to contain the spread of coronavirus, and this includes the reduction of passengers to 50% of the vehicle's original capacity. Of recent, there has been numerous complaints alleging that the company has not been observing social distancing as mandated and has also been accused of increasing the price of their transport fares. The Fatu Network had an interview with the managing director of GTSC, Mr. Sidi Kanyi, to respond to these allegations.
We were also aware of the allegations, especially on the 2 areas, that is the overloading and overcharging the passengers. I think during our Monday session with the media houses, we made it clear to the public and our esteemed customers that GTSC is a very responsible company. And we are not reckless in what we do. We are governed by our own rules. And we have a good governance structure. We have a board of directors and a very good management structure. So anything we do within GTSC, especially concerning the welfare of the customers, the stakeholders, has to be based on approvals. We are all mindful and aware very well that coronavirus is hitting hard everybody. It's real and it's deadly. So whatever advice given to us by the experts must be adhered to religiously. And GTSC is not an exception, and we have listened to the advice, and we are following the advice and ensuring that we comply. The Gambia government came with emergency regulations, and part of the regulations contain that commercial vehicles, including GTSC buses, must carry 50% of their normal load, and passenger fares must remain unchanged. And from that period onwards, up to today, GTSC did not increase any fares. They were maintained as they were before coronavirus. And the passenger load had been reduced. In fact, we were proactive by reducing our passenger load in early March, when we had that Senegal started having corona cases. We ran at 50%, as I said, in early March. That's before the state of emergency was declared in Gambia by the government. So we were proactive. So officially, we would like to tell the public, our stakeholders, that those two allegations against GTSC were all unfounded. They were false allegations. And the records are there, the evidence are there that we did not flout the regulations. We are saying that they don't have any element of truth in them.
Okay, we've also seen a photo circulating on social media. So you would want to say that the photo is not true, it's not accurate?
We saw the photo. I think it's a photo taken on board our bus by probably a passenger. But looking at the photo critically, I think we saw our staff, a conductress, behind her some passengers standing. But she was right in the middle of the bus. So that could mean that they were actually moving with those passengers for them to settle down. So seeing passengers standing with a staff in front, it's not an indication of an overloading. It could be a process of passengers embarking or disembarking from the bus. So if the photo was taken a still photo, the photo is a video to indicate that they were standing, not moving, then you could conclude that probably social distancing wasn't observed. But a still photo cannot tell you much about an overloaded vehicle. The photo is there, but it cannot tell you much. And as I said, we had advised our staff throughout the country to be very mindful about adhering to the regulations without compromise. And we have made it clear that anybody who has evidence of us doing that, bring it to our attention. We will address it decisively.
So, as you know, it's Corona season and you've taken the action to reduce the number of passengers on board.
Yes.
We want to know, are there any plans to increase more buses so people will not be left behind, or are you just going to stay that way?
We have plans to increase more buses. We are talking to government, but that could be medium, long term. But at the moment, we have enough buses somehow to run our normal operations. Of course, the half capacity requirement has harmed us financially, but that's a requirement we must meet without compromise. But at the moment, we are doing our usual hourly runs. at half capacity. And anytime we see a surge in demand, whether Kanifing or Brikama, we do respond by deploying more buses to ferry the passengers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fatu Network.
The best of the very best in female designer outfits. Visit any of the Miss B fashion outlets today.
Welcome to Miss B Designer Outlet in the Gambia. You find us at Vigilo. So welcome.
We sell beautiful women's blouses of different colors and sizes you are guaranteed to love. We also have classy, beautiful evening dresses, quality sequin women's clothes, and beautiful branded shoes and bags to satisfy the shopping needs of every woman. We also sell stylish suits and blazers for men, 100% cotton t-shirts, quality jeans and khaki pants, branded dress-up shoes and sports shoes for men, caps, designer shades, belts, wallets, watches, you name it. In our cosmetics section, we sell designer perfumes, body creams and washes, shampoos, etc. Visit us today at Bigelow between Coco Ocean and the Atlas gas station, or at the Mall of the Gambia, or better yet, call us on 349-5498, 346-0061, or 768-2486.
Well, that's it for News Review. Do join us tomorrow if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.